Welcome back, wrestling fans, to Wainsider, where we peel back the curtain on the moments that shake the WWE Universe to its core. Tonight, we're diving into a story that's left us all speechless. Triple H, the mastermind behind WWE's creative empire, has reportedly fired Seth Rollins, the visionary, in a twist that feels like a dagger through the heart. This isn't just a storyline, it's a seismic shift that's cracked the foundation of the Bloodline's legacy, and we're here to unravel the raw emotion, betrayal, and heartbreak woven into this shocking saga. The Bloodline's story has always been about power. From Roman Reigns' iron grip as the tribal chief to the Usos' tag team dominance, this family has ruled WWE with an almost mythic aura. Their Samoan heritage, steeped in pride and tradition, became the backbone of transactions of a dynasty that seemed untouchable. But beneath the championships and the spotlight, there's always been a quiet undercurrent of pressure, expectations that weigh heavy on every member, binding them together yet threatening to tear them apart. Roman's reign as the head of the table was built on loyalty, but it demanded sacrifice. Jey Uso, once the heart of the faction, wrestled with his role, torn between family and his own ambitions. Jimmy Uso, the loyal soldier, stood by Roman's side, even when it meant swallowing his own pride. Sami Zayn, the honorary Uso, brought heart but also tension, his outsider status a constant reminder of the family's fragile unity. And Solo Sikoa, the silent enforcer, carried the weight of proving himself worthy of the Bloodline's name. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. This pressure wasn't just in the ring, it was personal. Behind the scenes, whispers of resentment simmered. Jey's public struggles with Roman's leadership spilled into real-life tensions, their brotherly bond strained by years of being pitted against each other. Jimmy's unwavering loyalty often left him in Jey's shadow, a silent wound that festered. Sami's brief acceptance into the fold masked unease among the family, who never fully trusted his place. And Solo's rise as a potential heir sparked jealousy, a spark that threatened to ignite. Triple H, as WWE's creative head, has been the architect of the Bloodline saga. His vision gave them the spotlight, crafting storylines that blurred the line between fiction and reality. But his role as the company's decision-maker also put him at odds with the family's ambitions. Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, was a wild card, a rival who challenged the Bloodline's dominance while forging uneasy alliances with its members. His connection to Jey, in particular, stirred tension, a reminder of past betrayals. The history of the Bloodline is littered with those betrayals. Sami's turn against Roman at Royal Rumble 2023 was a gut punch, exposing cracks in the faction's unity. Jey's rebellion against Roman at Money in the Bank that same year was a declaration of independence, but it left scars. Jimmy's loyalty to Roman, even after their WrestleMania XL clash, felt like a choice that alienated Jey further. These moments weren't just scripted, they echoed real emotions, real resentments that lingered in the locker room. Seth Rollins, with his cunning and charisma, was always a thorn in the Bloodline's side. His rivalry with Roman defined an era, their battles at WrestleMania and beyond showcasing mutual respect and bitter animosity. But Seth's recent alignment with Jey, mentoring him through his solo run, stirred unease. To Roman, it was a betrayal of the family's code, loyalty to blood above all else. To Triple H, Seth's influence was a double-edged sword, a spark that could either elevate or destabilize the company. The pressure built, quietly, like a storm gathering on the horizon. Backstage, whispers grew louder about Seth's outspokenness. He'd been vocal about creative differences, pushing for bolder storylines while clashing with Triple H's vision. His fake injury ruse at SummerSlam 2025, a masterstroke that won him the World Heavyweight Championship, was a chess move that outsmarted even the dirt sheets. But it also ruffled feathers, with some in WWE feeling Seth's tactics crossed a line. Roman, still the tribal chief in spirit, saw Seth's influence over Jey as a threat. The Bloodline's legacy was built on control, and Seth's mentorship of Jey felt like an intrusion. Insiders say Roman confronted Triple H, demanding action to protect the family's narrative. The tension wasn't just professional, it was personal, a clash of egos and loyalties that had been simmering since the days of The Shield, when Seth's betrayal of Roman and Dean Ambrose first broke their brotherhood. Jimmy's own struggles added fuel to the fire. Still recovering from a devastating accident, his absence left the Bloodline vulnerable. Naomi, his wife, was sidelined by her own health crisis, further straining the family's unity. The pressure on Jay to carry the family's flag alone was crushing, and Seth's guidance, while empowering, felt like a betrayal to those who expected Jay to stay loyal to Blood. The locker room buzzed with speculation, with some superstars siding with Seth's ambition and others backing the Bloodline's legacy. Then came the bombshell, a moment that shattered the WWE Universe. On a recent Raw, Triple H stepped into the ring, his face a mask of resolve. The crowd, expecting a routine announcement, was stunned when he turned to Seth Rollins, the champion who'd just defended his title in a brutal fatal four-way. In a voice heavy with finality, Triple H uttered the words that echoed through arenas and social media, "Seth, you're fired." The arena fell silent, the shock palpable, as Seth's defiance gave way to disbelief. The attack wasn't just a firing, it was a public execution of trust. Triple H cited Seth's disruptive influence, accusing him of undermining WWE's creative direction and sowing discord within the Bloodline. The words cut deep, especially for Jay, who stood ringside, torn between his mentor and his family. Fans on X erupted, with #SethFired trending worldwide, many calling it a betrayal of a superstar who'd carried WWE through its toughest years. The aftermath was chaos. Backstage, superstars were divided. Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch, close to Seth, were reportedly furious, with Becky confronting Triple H in a heated exchange. Others, like Solo Sikoa, remained silent, their loyalty to the Bloodline unwavering. Jay, caught in the middle, was seen leaving the arena alone, his face etched with guilt and confusion. The locker room, once a brotherhood, felt like a battlefield, with trust shattered in every corner. The Bloodline's legacy, once a symbol of unity, now hangs by a thread. Roman's influence, though still strong, is weakened by Jimmy's absence and Jay's divided loyalties. Solo's ambition to lead the faction adds tension, his silence a sign of brewing rebellion. Naomi's struggles, coupled with the family's public unraveling, paint a picture of a dynasty on the brink, its power eroded by the very pressures it once wielded. Fans are grieving, their love for Seth and the Bloodline colliding in a storm of emotion. Social media is flooded with tributes to Seth's revolutionary run, his architect days, his championship reigns, his defiance of the odds. Yet, there's anger too, with many accusing Triple H of bowing to the Bloodline's demands, sacrificing a star to appease Roman's ego. The #JusticeForSeth trends alongside #Bloodline a legacy, a testament to the divided heart of the WWE Universe. The scandal has exposed WWE's backstage dynamics. Insiders whisper that Triple H's decision was influenced by pressure from TKO Group Holdings, WWE's parent company, to stabilize the company's narrative amid recent exits like Karrion Kross. Seth's firing, some claim, was a power move to assert control, but it's backfired, alienating key talent and fans alike. The tension between creative freedom and corporate demands is laid bare, a wound that may take years to heal. https://jawrestling.net/news/Karrion-Kross-new-name-way-exit/closing Jey Uso's pain is the heart of this story. His bond with Seth, forged through shared struggles, was a lifeline during his solo run. Now, with Seth gone, Jey faces a choice: return to the Bloodline's fold or forge his own path. His tearful promo on SmackDown, where he spoke of losing a brother, felt like a confession, not a script. The weight of family, loyalty, and betrayal presses down on him, a burden no championship can lift. The firing has also sparked questions about Triple H's leadership. Once hailed as a visionary, he now faces scrutiny for what some call a ruthless decision. Maven's recent comments, claiming no one trusted Triple H in the past, have resurfaced, fueling debate about his motives. Was this a calculated move to protect the Bloodline's storyline, or a personal vendetta against Seth's defiance? The truth remains elusive, but the doubt lingers. https://www.wrestlezone.com/news/1574463-maven-says-only-1-person-in-triple-h. The Bloodline's future is uncertain. Roman's grip on the faction is slipping, with Solo's ambition and Jay's indecision threatening to fracture it further. Jimmy's recovery, Naomi's absence, and now Seth's firing have left the family vulnerable, their legacy teetering on the edge of collapse. The wrestling world watches, waiting to see if blood will hold or if ambition will tear it apart. This scandal has also reignited conversations about WWE's culture. The pressure to conform, to prioritize storylines over personal bonds, has left scars. Seth's firing feels like a warning to other superstars: step out of line, and you're gone. Yet, it's also sparked defiance, with fans and wrestlers alike rallying for change, demanding a company that values its stars as people, not just characters. The emotional toll is heaviest on those closest to Seth. Becky Lynch, his wife, has been vocal on X, hinting at her own frustrations with WWE's direction. Their daughter, Rue, mentioned in Seth's SummerSlam ruse, is a reminder of the personal stakes behind the headlines. The image of Seth, once the visionary, now cast out, is a stark contrast to the family man fighting for his legacy. The WWE Universe is a family, too, and it's hurting. Fans share clips of Seth's greatest moments: his Shield betrayal, his WrestleMania cash-in, his SummerSlam triumph. These memories are a lifeline, a way to hold on to the man who redefined what it means to be a champion. But the pain of his firing, the sense of betrayal, cuts deep, a wound that unites fans in their grief. This isn't just about a firing, it's about the cost of power, the fragility of trust, and the bonds that define us. The Bloodline saga, built on blood and loyalty, is a mirror to our own struggles: families torn by ambition, hearts broken by betrayal. As we mourn Seth's exit and pray for the Bloodline's redemption, let's hold on to the love that binds us, the resilience that lifts us, and the hope that even broken trust can mend. Thank you for joining me on this journey through pain and passion. Stay strong, stay loyal, and keep the faith in the blood that runs through us all.